Good evening, folks, and welcome to the War Party Paranormal Radio Show, where we will discuss all things paranormal. Hear firsthand eyewitness accounts from fellow team members and special guests. Now, for lead investigator and your host, Eric Vanderlaan, and co-host, Michael Del Toro.
What's up, my paranormal peeps? Happy Monday. I'm Eric Vanderlaan. I am your host tonight for War Party Paranormal and your team leader and the team leader of War Party Paranormal Research. And I have my partner over here on the other side.
What's going on, guys? Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. My name is Mike Del Toro. I'm a tech specialist and investigator with War Party Paranormal. And as you guys know, we got an awesome special guest with us tonight. Eric, let's tell them what we're getting into.
We got a good one. We're changing it up. Instead of showing like evidence, we're going to do something even better. We have April Busset. She's appeared on some shows like you might know, the Holzer Files. And she's a psychic and medium, clairvoyant. And she's going to be on our show tonight. And we also did a contest, a drawing for a reading with April, and we have Cassie from Weeping Willow Paranormal who won the contest, so she's going to get read tonight. How's that sound?
That's going to be interesting.
Yeah, definitely. So we're just going to get right into it, right?
So, as being a paranormal investigator and being a paranormal investigating team, we do work with psychic mediums. We have a couple on the team, and it's very hard and rare to find one that's, really legitimate. And, I know April is on point. She's awesome. I've seen some of her work. And, what we do as a team, sometimes when we're doing investigations and different things and residentials where we're helping people, we'll let our psychic medium walk through the home or the property, and we'll stay outside. She'll go in blind, kind of feel it out, see what's going on, and then kind of come back and tell us where she would like us to investigate. Not any details or anything, and then we'll collaborate at the end and see what lines up. So I think it's a really nice and neat mix,
Sometimes you don't even use one. We have two, and we try to see if their stories match up as well.
Exactly. And it's really cool because, Eric and I are more into the tech side of things, using electronics and different things.
Yep.
But when you could bring that aspect into it, it definitely helps for sure.
Yeah, definitely. So we'll be talking to April about that. Try to see and get some of her opinions. But I have a little intro of April, and we'll play that, and then we'll bring her on the show.
Awesome. Let's do it.
All right. So let's let this roll.
Looks like she's been pretty busy.
Yeah, let's bring her on.
Awesome. Let's do it.
Hey guys,
April.
realized that was in the that I sent that to you. I sent you the wrong one.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
well, actually, I edited it. I put you sent me
you
one.
did for me. Oh, all right.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, because it's like, shamefully plugging myself for my
No, it's
No, we
all
want
about
that.
plugging yourself.
Oh, okay. I don't like to
Go
do that.
overboard
Yeah.
on it.
Yeah.
No, you have to go overboard on that. Right.
Oh my God. Wait, look,
That's
I
what this
see
show's
Brit.
about.
Brit's here.
Yeah, she is.
I love Brit.
What's up, Britt?
Brit, we were talking about you. All good. I can never say I love her so much. She's amazing. She's amazing. I just want to say, I met her on IG too, just like I met you, Eric.
Uh-huh.
She's so badass. She was on what is it? Unidentified with Demi Lovato.
Uh-huh.
But I seen her promo. She's a cryptologist, a ufologist, paranormal investigator. But
She's a badass.
one of her clips, she jumps out of the boat in Florida, goes on because she sees poop, and she's like pulling it apart, crash, and I'm like, oh my God, who does that? She's amazing.
Did she investigate the poop?
Investigate the poop.
Scat.
She knew
Okay.
exactly what poop was.
Was it Sasquatch poop?
I think she might meet him. Well, and you know what? She's beautiful too.
Yeah,
And she's
she is.
just a beautiful person from inside out, which is
Well, I might be going on a skunk ape expedition soon, or we all might be. Maybe we can bring her
what is
along.
that? What is
Skunk
that?
ape.
It's
You never
a
heard of
Florida's
skunk ape?
version of a Sasquatch.
Oh, okay, yeah. I know.
Yeah, he runs around the Everglades. They've gotten like photos of him. They have a skunk ape headquarters in the middle of the Everglades.
Oh my God, that's so funny.
Yeah.
She did investigate the poop.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah, exactly. I see it. She just put a comment there.
All right. So speaking of poop now, just joking. So April, so just like I put some of your videos, the 2 videos together, and I wanted to show that you have classes that you give out.
Yeah, I'm actually doing like a psychic mediumship development circle. So I'm teaching the techniques I use, and then I have them read each other. So I show them what to do. And I tell them it's not going to make you a psychic overnight, but if you keep doing this, it's a lot of hard work because my work, because I tell people I'm getting images. Now, I don't know the person in front of me that I'm reading, but I get images and I have to try and decipher it. So, and it's like putting a puzzle together.
Well, I found that interesting because I don't know what your beliefs are, but this is how I feel. When I first got into the paranormal field, like before that, I was watching, because Ghost Hunters has been around forever.
Oh, yeah.
And I was watching that, and I'm very skeptical, and I'm watching it, but I love like the unknown, and I'm watching it, and I'm like, that is really cool. I was like, I don't know if that's real, but I want to go on a paranormal investigation. So that's how I got into this.
I know. Thank God for Ghost Hunters, Ghost Adventures. I mean, they really, brought this field into the light for us.
Yes.
More.
And that's a good point, because it made things a little bit less taboo. And that kind of brings me into a little bit of a question that I wanted to ask you. I know that, from talking to different people and different things, that we're almost like entering a new spiritual time, kind of like back in the spiritual age, if you will, and a spiritual awakening that a lot of people are starting to feel, like the general subconscious of everybody. Do you feel that there's going to be another spiritual awakening or a spiritual type of movement?
Well, that's what we're in right now. We are in a spiritual movement,
I believe so.
Yeah,
especially with it all being on TV and social media.
It is because it's given us a voice, listen, Eric, how long ago was it on IG? I only came out publicly, I don't know how many years ago, 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Because I didn't want anyone to know that I did this. I mean, my friends knew.
Right.
But I didn't, like, when I did readings, like, I would only do it over the phone. I would never let the people see me. I would never do it in person, So I'm like,
well, when I first met you, I had just probably recently started with War Party Paranormal.
Yes.
And I was with a previous group called Prism Miami, And I was like all on the technical side,
Yeah.
just focusing on my equipment, trying to get paranormal evidence. But what changed with me is when I went over to War Party Paranormal, they had some sensitives on their team.
Yeah.
People that practice was a I had someone that was a Reiki master. And
Yeah.
when we first met, I was just starting to learn how to open myself up.
Mm-hmm.
And now, like, I'm realizing that I'm doing that more things are happening.
Well,
And like I discovered that I have a gift now that I didn't
more and
realize
more
I had.
that you do this, it does heighten your senses.
Yeah.
Because we're in the dark. We're investigating in the dark, so that heightens your hearing.
Definitely. And that's why I think your classes are intriguing. I'm gonna have to sign up for that.
Yeah, for sure. And
I'm for real.
Let me know. Message me.
And
Okay.
we have a good friend of ours that's on our team, that's a team member too, and he is a sensitive, and he's a personal friend of mine. And
I'm gonna tell you right now. All right, so I hate the word sensitive, and I hate the word empath.
Okay.
Because everybody's an empath. It's human nature. I'm going to feel if you're sad. You're gonna know. My daughter, I keep smiling, knows something's bothering me. It really is.
Yeah.
It's a cop out. So either a psychic is going to give you evidential, evidence. You real evidence. Like, all right, like
I can't call myself a psychic though.
No, but I'm saying, like, of course we're going to feel that. It's a normal human nature. I just want to decipher between the two, because this word is being thrown around too much. So it's fooling the people. It's disheartening, because they're thinking, if they use the word empath, the people are thinking that don't know this business, that they're a psychic. They're not a psychic. They're just, you know what I'm saying?
I think there's different levels and different types that what people have.
Of course, yeah. It's just like artists. Some artists use like acrylic, some sculpt.
Exactly.
But having
photography.
Having a feeling is, but you will get heightened senses. Your senses will be heightened and open you up. Like, look at Zach Bagans, and I know a lot of people don't. They got to cut him some slack. I mean, he has opened up so much that he is psychic now. Because you've been doing this for so long. You're going to open up and become psychic. Start. The senses. You're going to.
Me, it's like a lot of intuition.
Yes.
Like I follow something and I can't explain it, and then things start happening. It's Mike knows.
Own it. Own that. Yeah. Say I'm intuitive. Own it.
I want to own it, but I want to get better at it.
Yeah, and you will.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you, a big thing is meditation.
Yeah, I gotta do more of that. I do it every now and then.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, I think that's why I struggle with it a little bit, is because I have like anxiety and stuff. I'm always running around. It's hard for me to.
Yeah, we just gotta take a moment. It takes a little while. Sometimes I don't go deep, and it takes me like 15 minutes to go in.
April, what in my head. For our listeners, what would you say that is a good way to understand and cope with their gift if they're starting to feel like they're picking up on things, and not that if they're getting scared or worried or nervous or something like that? What advice would you give,
or how to turn it off, things like that?
Well, listen, you can't. You set boundaries. I also like nobody's allowed, because I used to let them come in. You're not, and people always says I'm on all the time. No, that's not true. You'll die. You can't be on. I'm not. I walk around. I have no idea what's a mass murderer could walk past me. I'm not paying attention until I zone in on that. As soon as I set the intention to zone in on what I want to know, and I'm going to tell you, this happened the other day. This is really freaky, because my husband's been on my back. He's like, do world events. I'm like, that's not my thing. I like doing one-on-one for people. So I woke up Wednesday morning. I'm like, what's going to happen today? And all of a sudden I heard active shooter. And then I saw my daughter. And I said, okay, I'm going to send her to school. And I'm like, all right. Then I'm talking to my guides. I'm like, all right, guys. All right, I know she's going to be okay. I was assured she's going to be okay. But she's going to be around it or hear about the active shooter. Well, the
Okay.
next day she went to American Dream Mall here in New Jersey. She calls me up at 9. She goes, "Listen, Mom, I'm okay. There was an active shooter." I started
Oh
crying.
wow.
Get the frick out of here.
Yeah. And I'm like, but I knew she would be okay because the first thing I said, because when I heard active shooter and then they showed me my daughter,
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, is she okay? I know she's okay because I would have been sick to my stomach if something was going to happen.
Hmm.
But she was fine. But she heard the
Yeah.
gunshots. It was outside in the parking lot.
Wow.
Somebody got shot, but it's freaky. It's freaky. But trust. Guys, when you hear something, you hear that voice in your head or you get a feeling
Mm-hmm.
about something,
I just
run
ignore
with
it.
it. And you know what? If you're out, guys, investigating and you feel something, say it. But decipher if it's your
Oh
imagination.
yeah, we always do that.
Yeah, because your imagination and your psychic abilities are right next to each other. Because
Right.
your psychic ability uses your brain and your
Mm-hmm.
imagination uses the database to show you things. Like I was doing a reading one time. I always tell the story because this puts it in place. And I used to work for the police department. For 13 years, I worked for the chief of police. So I'm doing a reading, and they're showing me a picture of one of the cops I used to work for, but he was in
Mm-hmm.
civilian clothing. So I was confused. I'm like, because I would have said, "Oh, who's the police officer?" But no, they showed me him in civilian clothing. So I'm like, I've never seen him in civilian clothing.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you doing this? And I'm having a conversation in my head, and they'll like say his name. I said, "Oh." So I said, "Who's Bruce?" And the woman started crying. She was like, "Oh my God, that's my brother that died." See, they were using my database in my brain of a Bruce that I knew. They showed me Bruce to say
So
Bruce.
you could say the name. Yeah. There you
Right.
go.
So
Right.
that's what they do. But you see how they put him in civilian clothing because they were trying to show me that it's not the police officer, it's the
The
name.
name.
So finally, my guides got sick of me and just said, "Say the name, stupid."
Mm-hmm.
Well, that was actually one of the questions I was going to ask you. I was going to ask you ever been involved or aided in any criminal investigation? Obviously, you don't have to go into detail, but have you ever
No,
aided?
I don't like it. I have people privately message me, and I've helped with missing person cases. I don't want
Mm-hmm.
my name attached to it because
Yeah.
if something, I listen. First, I'll make them send me a picture of the person, and I will look at it. If I know they're
Mm-hmm.
dead, I say no. I'm sorry, I can't help you because I'm not. I
Oh.
don't want to be that one to say it.
Yeah, to
Yeah.
protect.
That's too much on my shoulders.
That's
And there's
heartbreaking.
nothing I can do. I mean, if they
Yeah.
want me afterwards, I don't like that work.
Right.
That's a lot of pressure on you.
Yeah, it is definitely.
And I don't want to hurt people. I want to help. How am I going to help?
Right.
Yeah,
Pass?
yeah.
But I don't know if you guys saw it. Like I have to. I wish I would have uploaded the link for you. I did a reading about a month ago. This woman came on, and I'm talking to her, and I kept saying something about paperwork, and I keep talking about the paperwork. I'm like, what about the paperwork? Because I see like this paperwork. So she goes, "Oh, well, they just found my aunt, she died in her house and we have to sign an affidavit." I said, and all of a sudden, Zoom, I said, "Oh my God." There's I said, "There's something sketchy around this death." And I said, "There's a female family member involved and also a male." And I said, and they caught them on camera, like video cameras, but that's exactly what happened. The mother was found dead. The daughter was involved.
Mm-hmm.
Boyfriend walked in, and I said, "I see it on film." I said, "But somebody's outside waiting for them." So there was another person in the car waiting for them. She erased all the footage on the cameras, but the cops, the police,
Was this in Florida?
I don't know.
I actually think I know this case.
Oh,
I think
okay.
it was.
I have no idea who was. I've never seen her before, and she hasn't been back on my show.
Really?
So that I
Interesting.
know of.
Hmm.
But I'm like, oh my God, like she caught me off guard. I would never have done that live because that sets me up. Like, what if the daughter sees it? She gets pissed off and wants,
Yeah,
I
no,
don't
for
say
sure.
anything else. Because this happened to Lisa Williams. Lisa Williams outed a killer, and they went after her. She had to get
Oh
security.
wow.
Oh wow.
So that's why that's why I don't like to get involved because I put my family at risk.
Well, real quick, since we're talking about this subject, you want to hear something badass?
Yeah.
So we're not going to go into detail, but it's going to be a future show. But Mike and I and the team last Saturday night were at a saloon And next to it, there's a property there where this guy killed his wife and took his, I believe it's
No.
He killed his wife in Miami.
That's what I was going to say. He killed her first, and
Yep.
then they were driving down towards the Keys, and he pulled over in this one vacant area, and he's with his son that was 8 years old, and killed him, and then he killed himself. Now, the interesting thing is that we do, the Estes method, right?
Yes.
When we do the Estes method combined with the Gansfeld method as well.
Isn't it the same thing?
Well, you get the difference is you have the goggles covering your eyes.
Yeah.
And it's
with
like
the red light,
flashing light.
Oh, all right. Yeah.
And the Gansfeld also is just white noise. This is we're using with the Spirit Box.
Oh, I always noticed the same thing, but I do love that. I've done it myself, and I absolutely love it.
But listen what we got. So I'm the one that's with the headphones and the goggles. And the weird thing about it, speaking of being psychic or being sensitive, I know you don't like sensitive, but I kept on seeing like a figure of a shadow walking like in front of me. And there's no way I could see that because there shouldn't be a shadow because I have like a red flashing light in my eyes, which is really weird.
See, that's your psychic abilities telling you
something.
Because when I close my eyes and I see somebody in front of me,
So you want to know what's freaky is that before we even went to the crime scene, I blurred out the boy's age and his name.
See?
The last name was Cantos.
Yeah.
And we didn't know that at the time.
Yeah, because
we had no clue about it.
So he said the name, and then I looked at the owner of the bar and I said, "Does that ring any bells?" And she said, "Let me check it real quick." And she started Googling it. And she goes, That's the family's last name. And believe it or not, there's a local police officer that kind of comes by.
This is the crazy thing.
Yeah, a local police officer that comes by and
almost random.
And watches the area while she closes up at night.
Mm-hmm.
And she comes over to me and goes, "Hey, Mike, the officer that found the car is here. Do you guys want to go over there?"
He was the first one at the scene of the murder-suicide.
So he walked us over. Eric and I and the team all kind of walked over, and he set up his car and left the lights on and blocked the area and let us go in there and do an EVP session.
No.
And it was amazing. Like we did an EVP session, and I was, asking questions about me being in the bar.
Were you trying to
saying the name? And we were getting in the bar and from an EVP and another thing pertaining that I was in the bar and I mentioned the name of the boy.
Yeah.
Which is really interesting. That's crazy, right?
That is crazy.
It was wild.
See, that's your psychic abilities coming through. You're not sensitive. See, it happens though. Even Brit too. Brit's abilities are coming out big time. I got competition here. I'm gonna take you guys out.
Well, we all have to go together and compete, right?
But I'll tell. Well, not with you guys. But when I work, because I heard you working with two psychics, I won't work with another psychic. Not you guys, but I just feel like they feed off my information unless we do go in.
No, the way we do it on an investigation on like a residential case is we separate them. Yeah. We don't tell them if they're going, what the story is. So we'll bring one in one day.
Yeah, all right.
If you think, like for a preliminary, and if we feel that we have to go back and do a full out investigation, we'll bring a different one.
Yeah,
they won't talk to each other.
And then we see what
matches.
I feel it interferes with my what I'm trying to pick up. But
you would probably already sense that we were like, say if we had another psychic, you probably know like, oh, they got someone else doing this too.
You can have no, actually no.
I can feel you.
Every time I've done this, they would wait for me to get my information and then regurgitate what I just said. So I'm like, no.
Yeah, it can be frustrating.
No,
I've seen that happen too. It's almost like a competition,
It is a competition, but you know what? I just it's not fair, because I work very hard for that.
Yeah. No, I've seen that where and they don't even they're not even close to what's going on there. They're all saying different things that don't.
It's hard. It's hard to come across somebody that's
really in tune. Where I didn't know where I don't like to know where I was going. My friends drove me there, so we were doing. Now I have no idea where I'm going. Not even. But we're in a group chat, and I said, "Oh my God!" I said, "I keep hearing the word suicide. There's multiple suicides here." And I said, "Oh my God!" I said, "There was bodies buried here." I said, "But they were moved." So it turns out when we got there, they tell me the story. There was 7 suicides, but a mobster in the 70s used to live here in this condominium, and
Okay.
he had buried the bodies there. Like
By the way, we get Al Capone down here. He's been
oh, I love
everywhere.
Brit. Listen, we're planning something, all right, and with
We
Brit.
have to.
Yeah.
Yep. Brit and April.
Anyway, so
And more
wait, so
paranormal.
the guy, he got word that the FBI, knew there was bodies there, and he had to move the bodies.
Oh wow.
It was so creepy. It was so creepy.
Wow. Well, speaking of creepy, we were in the studio, and you like things that are going to be like way out there when it comes to like what people are really scared of,
I do love
right?
it. Yeah,
Like the demonic stuff, things
I
like
I do
that.
love it.
So I want to say something real quick, like
Go ahead.
the way I see it, and tell me if I'm right or wrong. But I feel like when you're on an investigation and whatever is there, whoever can sense, who has a better sense of sensing there's a spirit there, they're going to reach out to first and focus on that person. So those type of people, like say, like example yourself, like go into something that's demonic. Like, how do you protect yourself? Like when you leave the place, so they don't follow you or attach to you. Like what do you do?
Well, I'm also a shaman, so I'm already
That's right.
protected
Yep.
by my tribe. So I belong to a tribe. And my chief, we're all in connection with each other. My chief is amazing. She's just amazing. I'm telling you, there's been a couple of times that I was upset over something and like actually crying and said, "Oh my God, I got to talk to Charlie." And she would call me. She goes, "April, what's wrong?" She goes, "I hear you calling me." But that's, but we protected that way. But I protect myself with prayer and I'm grounded
That's
and
what I do.
I'm confident.
Yeah.
Get scared. You'll see
Well, they
me.
feed off fear. That's what makes them
They
stronger, right?
feel
Fear
fear.
and weakness.
But that's what happened. That's how I started. I started seeing spirit when I was 4 years old.
That was
Yeah.
another question I was
First
going to
spirit
ask.
was my dad. My dad passed away 2 years prior, but
Sorry to hear
then it opened up a portal, and there was bad ones coming through, and they were attacking me, and they were pinching me, squeezing. They were mimicking my mother's voice. Now I'm a kid. They were trying to make me fall down the stairs.
Mm-hmm.
They would call me my mom's name, and I would start walking towards the voice. And
Right.
so they're not good, and that's pissed me off.
Isn't that wild when you get a mimic like that?
Yeah, it's so
Yeah, it
crazy.
is.
We
It's
got
like
an
it's not the right person,
we
but
got an EVP. It sounded like my voice. I wasn't even in the
yes,
room.
yeah,
It
it's
said chug
crazy.
blood.
Yeah, chug blood.
That's the place I want to take you.
Okay, yeah, I want to go.
Any place that says chug blood, April's there in an
I
instant.
don't bloody. I do like. I want more challenging stuff because
Yeah.
I get to every time I go somewhere, it's like they kind of hide or back away from me. Although I did have one that kind of threatened my life.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and I backed away and I said, you know what? I'm not battling this thing because it made me sick for a week.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and this was at the Shanley Hotel in Napanoch, New York, and
You've been telling me to go there too. I
yeah,
want to go visit that place.
yeah, I'm going to be there April 23rd.
Oh, really? That's
Yeah,
really close.
so I think I'm gonna go. I'm gonna brave down to that basement again and face this thing. It's not human. It's not human.
Have you ever
Yeah.
ran into any elementals or anything of that nature?
Yes, I have. I'm actually just probably going to tell the story on a TV show because
Cool.
I was just discussing this. It was at the Conjuring House, and prior to going to the Conjuring House, 4 months prior to going to the Conjuring House, this elemental kept contacting me. And it kept telling me things that were going to happen, and they happened. It was all good stuff, but it was taking credit for it. It was telling me, I brought this in for you because it wanted me to come there. It could not go on, it couldn't cross the property line. Now, being a shaman, because there's a curse on this land.
Mm-hmm.
And because I'm a shaman, shamans are the only ones that can remove curses.
Correct.
Yeah.
So it thought by bringing me there and telling me all these things that, you know what? It did tell me about a TV producer that was going to contact me. It told me this, and it happened like a month later. So it was
Oh,
taking
wow.
credit for this. This is what elementals do. They lie.
Mm-hmm.
They're not cute. They're not cutesy things. They lie.
They're playing with you,
Yeah, they're playing with you.
messing
They
with your
want
mind.
like Rumpelstiltskin, something like that.
Yeah,
But when I got there, Carl Johnson was there. You know who Carl Johnson is?
I've heard of the name.
Yeah. He was actually, I think, he was one of the first people to investigate the Conjuring House with the Warrens. He was with
Oh,
the
okay.
Warrens. So he actually saw it. He went in the backyard with me because it's on the property line. But on my way to the Conjuring House, I'm driving, and all of a sudden, the woman that put the curse on this land and on the house
Mm-hmm.
all of a sudden got into my head, and I was looking through her eyes, and she was showing me what she did.
Oh, wow.
And she made she was sewing up these like poppets, like it looked like human skin, but I think it was animal skin,
Mm-hmm.
and sewing up the eyes. And she told me she put it in. There's one in the center of the property, and this sign of like the pentacle, like on the points on the land. And she said, and they'll never find it. I can't wait for one day people dig up and find this, but it's like different like little spells that you put. But that elemental cannot cross that property line because of this curse.
That's weird, because Eric and I were talking not that long ago. We went to that abandoned rocket facility where the satanic worship was going on and stuff, and there was like little Beanie Babies, like Dora the Explorer like type looking, and they were placed like up.
It looked like
in the
black
pipes,
magic.
Yeah,
like all over, like in strategic places, like up in pipes, like down.
You can take any object and just put your intention into it. Like, this pen will make me rich, like really put the intention there,
What do you think something like that is? Like, why would it be like a Dora the Explorer Beanie Baby and they're strategically placed all over this own building? Like almost setting like what you just said, like a boundary.
It's a boundary. That's exactly what they're doing. They're putting a
Maybe
boundary.
they're just conjuring something up there and trying to keep it in that boundary.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's crazy. You can use any object. That's why there's haunted objects. But we are energy. Everything's energy.
Exactly.
So we can put energy. That's why you see shadow figures. A lot of shadow figures are not, they were not living beings, but it's created out of negative energy.
Yeah.
So you'll notice like when there is a haunting, like, just like Amityville, even though it's not completely true, but the most haunted places is going to cause fighting and friction in the home.
Exactly.
Yes. Yeah, we noticed that.
That's negative energy. Yeah, you notice that. Believe me, I worked on a case, and oh my God, it was like one of the most intense cases I've worked on. The guy was possessed. He was being taken over, and as a shaman, we are taught how to look for the physical attributes of the person, and we can tell that they are, and they had everything, and the only thing is that we are humans and we have free will. You can do an exorcism all you want, but if you don't want to let that go, this guy did not want to let go of this. He was very much attached to this thing. He was still in his right frame of mind, but the thing had a hold of him. Right. It'll eventually take over him, but he wouldn't let go of it. He liked it. So I went in there and I did like a mini exorcism. And I knew it wasn't taking, so I'm talking to him. I'm doing my last prayer, and I'm looking at him, and I'm like, he's not going to let go. Behind him was a door to his daughter's room, and it was a white door. This big black figure just walked past and blacked out that whole white door. It scared me so bad.
I've seen something like that.
Me too.
It was bad. It was a bad entity. I don't want to say demonic, but it was like on the borderline.
Dark, yeah.
I ran out of that house so fast because he's not letting go. So why am I going to waste my time?
Exactly.
Yeah, definitely.
If they don't want to contribute, and
we have free will. Listen, we have free will. We can let go.
Yeah, they're jealous.
It's almost that time for.
It did make you feel powerful.
Yeah, but speaking of shamanism, the area where I live in, there's a lot of Native American
everywhere.
There was a lot of presence there during the Seminole Indian War when the U.S. was trying to force the Native Americans out to Oklahoma, but some of them fled and hid down the Everglades.
Yeah.
And so there's been a lot of like battles like around where I live, and I have noticed that we do events at the old Davy Schoolhouse, and like within a perimeter of that area, we've done residentials, like private cases.
Yeah.
And the old Davy Schoolhouse is very haunted. There's 2 historical buildings behind it that were maybe originally a mile away, and they moved it to the museum to restore it, to keep it intact. That has activity. And for me, I think it might be some type of influence from the Native Americans that used to live in that area.
Yeah. They're not vengeful people. But they're powerful. They, just pay. I got to tell you, I went to the Hinsdale house, and I didn't know anything about this is years ago. I don't know how many years ago. This is when I first started getting this. I'm a young mom at the time, I don't know anything about the haunted locations, but I know we were planning on going, and all of a sudden I was in meditation, and all of a sudden I was brought to the backyard of the Hinsdale house, and there was like 1,000 Indians on the property line, and the chief approached me and he told me, this land is tainted and it'll always remain that way.
Yeah,
And
that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, and he wouldn't touch the property, but he protected me when I got there. When we got there, the team I was with, were fighting. They were being affected. I'm watching this all going on, and I'm like, whoa, what? It really has that effect on you.
Yeah. So what we're going to do next is
I know.
No, that's okay. We got plenty of time. We can go as long as we want.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
Hey, Bill, we're going all night.
Yeah. But what we're going to do is like halfway through the show, we do a little intermission. We do a tip of the week. Tim comes on and he does a tip of the week that can help like any seasoned paranormal investigator or anyone who's looking to be a paranormal investigator. We actually do a paranormal boot camp where we teach people how to do investigations and things like that.
I'm sorry. I just saw my friend Patricia. Patricia, I was going to call you today because I had a feeling there was something wrong with you. Patricia said, oh my God. She just said, hi, April, I'm in the hospital. I knew there was something wrong with her.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I had a feeling. I woke up when I wake up in the morning, I start getting information. It's like my newspaper. Like, call this person, call Patricia.
Well, we're going to do that. We're going to do the tip of the week. So if you want, you can message her back. You got like 5 minutes if you want.
Yeah. Oh, okay. You got 5 minutes?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're going to go to the tip of the week. Then we'll come back and then we'll bring in Cassie.
All right. You're going to take
Sounds good?
Yep. I can't wait to meet Cassie.
All right. We'll see you soon.
Right.
Okay.
And we got Tim.
Hey guys, how you doing? Hey, what's happening? You guys good?
Let's go ahead and we're gonna play your intro and then we'll dive into it. All right, Bubba?
Good, man. Thanks, man. Everybody says this is treasure, but I don't. Oh, except for this DR60. I'll take this. Hey guys, how you doing? To me, the client's treasure is usually the answer to their concerns. I'm Tim Martinwine with your tip of the week. Now this week we're going to be talking about investigation tips, and we're going to cover several areas. First up, tools. Remember, always use your most hands-on tool. You. Look, listen, feel, touch. Because everything you experience becomes part of the evidence. Okay? Tip 1 for tools. If you want someone to play the game, teach them the rules. In other words, once you're putting down a piece of equipment like a REM pod, turn it on and show them. Hey, if you come near this thing, the lights will light up. We'll know you're here. Same thing goes for pictures, audio, and video. If you want us to see you, come towards the red light. If you want us to hear you, speak into the red light. Okay. 2, never take the first light up on any device. Like if you're using a K meter and you say, hey, is someone here? And it lights up, go, oh, so you're here. Now, if it lights up a second time, now you got a communication device. Then you start asking basic questions. 3, try to spread out your equipment to different parts of the location. It gives you a wider net. So if you put like a Mel meter in the kitchen and no one's in there and it goes off, that might be a hint that the activity is starting to shift. And then 4, you can use these devices as like an incentive. For me, I just say, I call it make them work for it. You can say something like, if you want us to stay, light up a device. Now, if they light up the device, go, oh, so you want us to leave. If it lights up again, start asking more questions because you still got a connection. You can go to the other end of the spectrum. If you want us to leave, light up a device. Now, if they light up the device, you got to leave. You got to say goodnight, thank you, because you got to honor your word. Next up, pictures and videos. Pictures, always try to take at least 2 in succession because you might get something in one picture, nothing in the other. Okay, that's evidence. 2, for videos. Use your video as a backup for your documentation. Like if you get a good EVP, shoot it right into a camera. And then 3, video. Now this is silly, but it happens. Most video cameras will now do photo and video. So be sure when you hit that start button, it's for video, or you're going to come back in a couple hours and realize you took 1 picture. Okay. Next, EVPs. There's 3 of them. Tip, 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 tip. Leave room for the conversation. Don't go, hey, Joe, are you here? Did you die here? How you doing? Because they're going to be on the other side. You're not going to hear nothing. You're stepping on them. Most digitals are voice activated now with a light. If the light's blinking, it's catching nothing. If the light's solid, it's catching something. So if you want to wait till it starts to blink again, go ahead. But make sure it's not obvious noise that you can hear, like people talking outside, air conditioners, things like that. Okay. 2, EVP sessions, 1 to 2 questions at the max. Now you can lay a recorder down all night if you want. That's fine. But your primary recorder needs to be 1 to 2 questions at the most. The reason is you're trying to build a conversation off the responses. And then 3 for EVPs. It's silly, but it happens. When you're leaving an area, put your recorder on hold because you don't want to throw it in your pocket and accidentally hit a delete button and lose evidence. Or on the other hand, you don't want to hit the record button because now you're just recording in your pocket and you're losing valuable space on your recorder. And then finally, how do you end an investigation? Investigations really don't have a time limit, and it takes experience to learn how to do it. But if you're new at this and you're really not sure what you're doing, you have 2 scenarios. 1, very rare. You get all your answers. Never happens. Or it could be that you're a place that was active. You're getting EVPs, your mel meters, rims are going off. But suddenly it's quiet and the atmosphere just feels different. But before you end any investigation, ask yourself, did you do a complete investigation? And what I mean by that is, did you check everything? Did you check bathrooms, closets, garages, attics, things like that? Because a lot of people think spirits are like us, just on another plane. And maybe they just don't want to be in the same room with you anymore. So they're just trying to find a quiet place. Okay? So that's your tip of the week. I hope they help come in handy. If you guys have any tips you want to share or expand on, write in, let us know. Because I think we can always grow from each other. I'm Tim Arnwine. I'm at longhairedghosthunter.com, Longhaired Ghost Hunter, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. If you're in the South Florida area and you think you have an activity, reach out to War Party Paranormal. My book, Ghost Hunting Getting Started, is at Amazon. So April, welcome and thank you for everything. Thank you for tuning in, and we will see you next week.
Awesome job, Tim. Thank you.
Thank
I think
you,
everyone
Tim.
loved it.
The video.
Yeah. It
Yeah.
keeps getting better every time.
Awesome.
I had to untangle half those necklaces for my wife. So,
Oh, okay.
so that was
You
cool.
shouldn't get too upset about that.
And anybody has any ideas, I happen to know the 2 big dogs who live in the house where I got all that stuff. So think about it.
All right.
guys.
Thanks, Tim.
Thanks, man.
All right. So let's bring back April.
All right, I'm totally crushing on Tim. I love geeks.
He's awesome, right?
He's great. Very
Really
knowledgeable.
Awesome.
Yeah, he knows his stuff.
I have a thing for the geeks. I love the science part of this. I really do.
Yeah.
You think I wouldn't, but I do. because there is a science behind it. There's just like this.
No, when it all matches up with what
It
you
does.
come out, that's amazing. And we get that every now and then. I love that. For sure.
Because like with me, because our left brain is the logical side and the right is the psychic part, the creative part. So that's why you'll see me when I start reading, I'm going to be looking down because I scribble. It keeps my left brain occupied.
April, real quick before we get started, tell people where they can find you and what you're up to.
Oh gosh, I have so much going on. I'm gonna. Oh gosh, where am I gonna be? I'm at so many Paracons.
She's everywhere.
I'm gonna be at the New Jersey Paranormal Paracon. That's a big one. Jason Hall is gonna be Ghost Hunters, Ghost Brothers, Destination Fear. Chip Coffee is doing the gallery. I'm going to be at the Gettysburg Battlefield Bash. I'm going to be in Massachusetts in November with Sam Baltrusis, Patty Negri. I forgot who else is going to be there. I'm all over. I look every week. Except for this weekend, it's Easter.
Where can they find you on social media?
I am under Psychic Housewife in New Jersey, or April Busset, but it's under Psychic Housewife of New Jersey.
All right, great. Awesome, guys. Check her out, follow her.
Yep, definitely. And one thing I want to do really quickly is I want to thank our awesome fans. We always get like a steady good amount of fans. They're commenting, they're engaged.
They really
I want to thank
are.
Yeah, I want to thank every one of them for them. They keep coming back every Monday night. And also a shout out. Yeah. And I also want to give a shout out to our team who's always on here. They're pretty loyal and they're always commenting.
You have an amazing team. Big shout out to Britt Barbieri.
Yeah, definitely.
Follow her, Britt Investigates. She's amazing. And she's hot.
Yeah. And she's going to be investigating with us and you soon.
And I'm coming. Wherever Britt goes.
That'll be another show.
But I've been dying to investigate with you because we have such a great chemistry together.
We would have so much fun. And we're fun. I mean, we have a good time doing it. That's why we're called War Party.
Scotty Burns.
Yep, that's our co-founder.
Oh, hey, Scotty. Nikki Wilson.
Actually, her name is Marla Burns. So she has some girl power. She's our co-founder.
Yeah.
Yep.
Ingrid, Joe Hunt's Ghost. I love that.
He's on our team. Yep. And then the people that are sensitive is Joe. He's just like finding himself. And then we have Franny and we have Jenny as well.
I'll smack you right into place, guys. We'll do this together. I'll teach you.
Yeah, definitely.
We'll bring Jeff Taflin's here, the GOAT.
Yep. So without further ado, we did do a drawing.
Yay!
And the winner gets a live reading with April.
Well, I gotta tell you, because there's been somebody trying to come through, because that's why you kept
really?
saying that, because I keep hearing something.
Ooh,
I keep hearing a man singing.
Oh, really?
Around her.
Well, let's bring her up.
Let's do it.
Okay, Arden and Mr. crying. So
there's a man singing around you. Wait. I feel like this is gonna be. Wow, you're too young. Wait, this is gonna be father or grandfather? But father, you're so young. He keeps saying. Wait, I hear him singing. He has a great voice. Great voice. He keeps talking. You have another sibling, a sister.
Yeah, I have three sisters.
A name?
Sorry, what?
Is this an A name?
I have a younger sister, Alex.
Right. Wait, congratulations to her. Who's the tattooed girl?
I'm Alex, my sister.
Oh, okay. All right.
We're the only ones with tattoos, my sister. So,
I'm getting goosebumps. Who did somebody do something in honor of him, or drawing, or a tattoo?
We both have tattoos honoring my papa. It was my grandfather.
Okay. Oh, that's so nice. Is this the singer?
Yeah, he sings. He was like a charge of a country music singing contest thing,
I
and
love country music. Oh,
yeah, so
let me see. Wait, I'm sorry. If I don't look at you, I'm scribbling.
that's good.
Did somebody move?
My youngest sister.
Oh my God!
I know.
Your sister on. Now you wait. All right, I'm talking about you. You have children. Wait,
Mhm.
one. How many am I seeing? You have 5?
Yeah,
Oh my God! You got a football team.
yeah, pretty much.
Holy crap! And you look so young. You're like a baby. Popped out all these babies. Did one of them have a problem with their eyes?
My son does have a lazy eye.
Because you know why? Because this show. Listen, I'm going to tell you something. Because I had a lazy eye. I had an operation.
Yeah. Yeah, he has to wait till he's a little bit older, they said.
Yeah, I know. I was to say because this makes him feel a little self-conscious. I went through the same thing. Kids threw rocks at me.
Oh,
They did. They were so mean because my eye was crossed, and kids threw rocks at me. You know, I'm not crossed anymore unless I drink. No, but I just feel for him because they're showing me my eye. No, he's tough. He's tough. He's tough. He can handle. Well, you tell him. Don't worry. He's
okay.
gonna be the hot one. They'll regret that. Also, there's another. Wait. You know what? I keep seeing green around you. So when I see green, that's either like in the medical field or I'm a healer.
Okay.
So I feel like you do some type of healing. You're definitely.
I'm in school to be a massage therapist.
But you know what? I'm going to tell you something.
Okay.
Now you pick up stuff. You pick up stuff. And it's going to be more and more as you do the massage because your hands are like where you pick up things.
Okay.
See, we got another little psychic here. You definitely pick up stuff. You feel it inside your body. It's like you get the sensations when you talk to people.
Mm-hmm.
I totally zone out if I get a massage. I'm like, or people ask me, do you pick up things? I'm like, no, I'm enjoying the massage. Screw that. I'm not reading anybody. Who's Papa?
That's my grandfather, Papa.
Aw. He's saying you were looking at pictures of him?
I mean, that's on a pretty much weekly basis, yeah.
Okay. He loves that you guys do that. He's with you guys doing this. Also, wait, there's another male over there. The J name? J-O?
No.
I don't think it's like oh my God, he's singing. Did he sing Elvis?
Yeah, he sang everything, mostly classic country.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I'm hearing Elvis. That's because I love Elvis. I kept hearing him singing the whole time, like when they were talking. And if you saw me, I kept looking over here because I'm like, where's that coming from? My friggin' neighbor, shut it off.
Yeah.
All right, so wait. Who's the R? Wait, I'm getting an R name too. R name around you.
I mean, my husband starts with an R.
Is he traveling?
He was, yeah.
Oh, because I keep feeling far away from you, and I feel like I'm holding the house down.
He was away for 4 years working out of town. So
no, for what?
For a crane. He was like for work, so he was a crane operator. So he was out of town, and for 4 years, I was by myself with the kids. So
oh my God, I feel like Little House on the Prairie with you, like lugging the wood and like fishing and But he's back. No more traveling.
No, he's back.
Oh, thank God.
I know. It was a long 4 years.
My voice. Oh my God. And doing this live, I'm losing my voice. So sorry, guys. I talk all day. Okay. Oh my God. So 5 years. Wait, who lives in the woods?
No one. I mean, I'm not really. No.
Is somebody moving into the woods? I just keep seeing woods.
I don't know off top.
Let me see. Oh, hi, Mike.
Hey guys.
Hi.
We're getting close. We're gonna let you guys. We'll keep you guys on, but
Okay.
in a few minutes, the listeners from the KGRA broadcasting are going to move on. They're going to move on to the next show. They're going to cut us from the air, but we're going to stay on the social media side.
I just want to say happy birthday. Birthday just passed. Happy birthday. Is it
me?
to you? Yeah.
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Yeah. So
from this
real
man.
quick, the people that are on the network can still watch the show on
YouTube.
KGRA, YouTube, Facebook, and War Party Paranormal, Facebook and YouTube. And then we're gonna let you go ahead.
No, that's all we have to say.
All right.
Sorry about that.
Okay, so also I see something being buried into the land. Something planted.
Not off the top of my head.
You have other siblings?
Yeah, I have 3 sisters.
Okay. One's very serious.
Yeah.
And one's very, very free spirit.
Yeah.
I love the free spirit's life. I love the way she lives her life. And you know what? So does this male. This is your grandfather.
Yeah.
He's very proud. He's proud of all of you. He wants the other one to live life because he lives life. He was fun. You know, he's so like, you know what? You feel him that when he left this earth, you could feel that he took a big chunk because he was so much fun. He lived his life and he did what he wanted to do, and he was so happy. And I think you guys learned from this.
Mm-hmm.
Who's D?
So my mom is Denise, and I have an Aunt Debbie, and I have an Aunt Nadine. So there was like the D's.
Oh, all right. I wait. So this is your mother's father?
Yes.
Okay. So you must be talking about her. You know, she has the same. She's daddy's girl, but I feel when he left, it really took a big part of her, and he's sorry for doing that to her.
Oh.
But she does live life, and tell her he's always around her. I keep, you know, I don't know if this is him. I was smelling cigar smoke or smoke earlier.
Smoke. Yeah, he used to smoke.
Okay. It was so strong. I'm like, who is friggin' smoking? I'm like, who's in my house smoking? I think she worried about this with him.
All right. Yeah.
But he's always around her because as fun as she appears and all together and everything, this was a big part of her missing.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like she was closer to him.
Yeah.
Tell her he's always around. Wait, is there 4 of them in that family?
Just 3. Like, well, sisters, you mean?
Well, who's in like your mom's family?
Yeah, she has 2 other sisters, so there's 3 of them. Then I had 4 sisters, or 3 sisters. There was 4 of us.
Oh, okay, all right. Maybe that's the 4. I don't know why they're throwing numbers at me. Whose birthday's in February?
My dad's.
Oh, okay. All right. I feel there's a mail around your mom too that's passed.
Okay.
He has like what is that? Those construction hats. The yellow hat.
I mean, my puppy would have used to wear one.
Okay. I
Mhm.
just feel like there's some wait, your mom is missing a brother, a brother's passed?
No.
Who is this? Who's the K name?
I mean, I have Sister Kate with a K.
Okay. All right, K, and then there's a male too. A male K. You'll think of
Oh,
it. You'll
yes.
think
Oh my gosh. My
wait,
cousin Ken, who passed away, who was got my construction.
oh
So, yeah.
my god, they're all together. They're all together.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Wait, who's he?
He's my mom's cousin. Like, it would be like her.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay. Did he just pass?
Mm-hmm.
He feels very new to me.
Mm-hmm.
They have that newly passed smell. No, I'm funny.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh, I like him. Oh my god, he's so
Yeah. Yeah.
Who's having the heart problems?
The heart problems?
Blood pressure, heart.
My mom.
Yeah. She's
Yeah.
just gonna take care of it. And you know what? She's such a nice person. You know, I'm high strung, you know, so like she's not like I don't feel like she's like that, but she's gotta take care of that.
Mhm.
You know what it is? She never worries about herself. She'll never tell you that she's sick. Never ever. But she worries
Yep.
about everybody else. I'm telling you, that's
Yep.
like the first thing she does. She's it's like she has like little cubby holes for everyone. Like, all right, I gotta take care of this one. I gotta take this is all she thinks about. She's such a
Yep.
good soul. But she was raised by such a great man. I gotta tell you, I love him. He doesn't tell me his name. He just says Papa. Papa.
Yeah.
I
That's
want
what
to
we
call
call
him
them.
Big Papa.
Oh, he's huge. I mean, 6'3". So.
Oh, okay, that's what I said. I want to call him Big Papa.
Yeah.
You know, wait. Oh, that was on the Housewives of Atlanta.
Oh.
The one lady had the boyfriend on the side, and they called him Big Papa.
Oh.
Who's trying to start their business?
Business.
A side business. Somebody's trying to start a business. He keeps saying how caring you are. What a good soul you are. You're so good. Your heart is so sweet and so pure. It's like you feel for everyone. I don't know how you juggle 5 children and stay so sweet.
Oh, yeah, I don't know. I live on chaos.
I keep seeing something around flowers or something. Oh, so he said, Cassie, what's going on with the light in your room?
I think it does weird things usually on video. I don't know why. It just
okay.
I can't see it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
It does that, but I can't see it doing that, only on the camera.
Oh,
so
my
I don't know.
God.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. That's when spirit is around. I didn't even notice it. Listen, I had a reading. My friend's a really great medium, and I was having a reading with her. And this is when I decided that I'm going to start reading, because I always did it, but I said I'm going to do it professionally. I was sitting with her, and all of a sudden, like, my father came through, but then my whole family came through. I couldn't breathe. That's how I know when spirit's around. I can't breathe.
Mm.
And all of a sudden, she didn't see it. I was seeing it. This is in my world. The whole room went black, but there was this bright light between us. When you see those bright lights, that is, I keep hearing a piano key. I think that's, I don't know if that's somebody sending me a message. The bright light you'll see sparkles.
Oh, okay.
And that's spirit trying to manifest. Wait, I keep seeing Native Americans around you.
Really?
On the land where you're near.
Makes sense. I live in like Fort Erie. There was a huge battle.
Who's that? Is that
In
Florida?
Ontario, like Southern Ontario.
Oh, you're in Canada. All right.
Yeah, I'm Canadian. I'm
All
just like
right.
I'm like 5 minutes from the Buffalo border. So
Okay. By the Hinsdale House. You're close to the
yeah,
Hinsdale.
actually, no, it's really funny when you said Hinsdale House. I'm going there in August. So
Oh,
yeah.
listen, I always tell everyone it's not the evidence, it's the feeling you get.
Mhm.
It's very intense.
Okay.
So be emotionally prepared.
Okay.
That's another show, guys. I have to tell you about the Hinsdale House. The light is freaking me out now. I can't even think. I just feel a respect for you from spirit. Spirit respects you. So when you're on locations or doing investigations, they have a great deal of respect for you because you have the same respect for what you do when you investigate.
Huh.
You know, especially like you have a respect for land, you have a respect for life, for animals. You're just like in tune with the earth. You're in tune with nature, and that's why they'll always work so well with you. Oh, I was trying to. Oh, that's not. I'm just looking at the.
Oh,
I'm just reading the messages. Who's blocking? All right. Do you have any? You can ask me questions too if you want to know.
I guess like okay. I have one quick. Well,
because I know like a lot of this, like when it's public, you don't want to really get into it, and I hold back too. Like I don't like to say personal things. Not that I'm saying anything bad.
No. So like I think like certain.
Is your anniversary coming
up? September.
Okay.
So far away. Well,
yeah, I just feel like all right, like a renewal around that.
Oh, okay.
A renewal around the relationship. It's going to take on a renewal, getting acquainted. But is somebody's mother being a pain in the butt? All right, we're good.
Oh my gosh. Sorry.
Right. We're not going to answer that. All right, I'm sorry.
Oh gosh. Okay. I don't know if any of my friends are in the chat, but we'll know exactly who. But anyways, so I guess my question, like, I had experiences as a kid and different things. Were those like spirits trying to connect with me? Like,
yes, absolutely. Okay. Wait, I'm sorry. I'm listening to the chat. It's cracking me up. You are very in tune. Like you definitely will, have abilities. We all have it, but you started young. Yes, this is them trying to approach you. I just want you to be careful when you go on some locations because they'll try and attack you.
Okay.
The bad ones, but not in a bad way. I mean, they can't, I'm like, dude, you're dead. What are you going to do to me?
Yeah.
That's how I say, what are you going to do to me? No. Although I have been punched by a ghost before. A ghost punch, and it feels like a real punch, but it's not real.
Yeah.
It's so bizarre.
Yeah.
But yes, I keep seeing a female around you. Like a female spirit guide. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
Do you ever feel like there's a female around you? I feel it around, especially when you're alone in your bedroom.
Okay, so about a year ago-ish, I saw someone in like a hood, like a woman in a hood, kind of like
female.
Okay, yeah, she kind of like just looked at me and like just went back into the closet.
Yes, that's why I saw like peeking out.
Yeah, and like I don't. So like, another thing showed up to maybe like in my house. I've only ever seen two. It's always when I'm like they wake me up when it happens. Yeah. So the second one was probably about between like 3 to 6 months ago. I can't remember exact time frame. It was like a young male with like scruffy face, blonde. It kind of like was there, and then I like startled, and then he went away. So I don't know if it's just people passing through or like, is there a connection?
That one I don't know. I'm not even picking that one up. I feel like that's
Okay.
passing through. The female, yes. The female, I feel around you, and I actually did see her in the hood. Like, but it's weird. It's like she's like, and goes like back and forth, like
Okay.
you know, like how you see on Ghost Hunters, like in the shadow, like will peek out and then like
Yeah.
just slowly go back. That's what it looks
Mhm.
like to me. It's like almost she can't talk. She can't talk, or you can't hear her, but
Okay.
you will one day.
Okay.
Is there a Valerie or a V name around?
My neighbor.
Oh, Valerie, stay out of my yard. No. Are you friends with her? No.
Yeah. Yeah.
Does she wait? It's a good possibility that she might be feeling something in her house too.
Not previous houses she used to, she said. I don't know
Okay.
about this one.
I feel like that man, the scruffy man's for her.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't feel like it's for you.
Okay.
It's like almost I feel like he was lost. It's like,
Oh wow. Because he was quite close to my bed too when it happened. So I was a little more startled because at least like, yeah.
I don't feel like this is a family member or anything like that. It's bizarre. But you know what happens? You will oh my god, I just saw a sparkle. It just freaked me out, man. Don't do that. Once you start opening up more, like because you saw this one, there's going to be more. It's like it's like a portal. It's an opening. Once they break that barrier and come in, more stuff coming in. But sometimes bad ones come in. So you want to protect yourself. And so guys, I'm gonna tell you, saging. You know, I hate the smell of sage. I really do. I hate the smell of it, but it works. People sage incorrectly. You have to sage starting at the lowest floor.
Okay.
And you have to start in the corner facing east. So what you do, you start in that corner, and if you're, Catholic, you make the sign of the cross. You could just put the sage in the corner, however you want. You could say a little prayer that all negative energy has to leave. So you start in the left-hand corner in the lowest floor, then you go through every window and kind of bless that however you want, and every threshold, like so every doorway you walk under, that has to be blessed. Then we go up to second floor, third floor, and then when we're finished with all the floors, we open the doors and windows and let that negative energy out. And all right, this is for another other people that I hate the smell of sage. So to break up energy, like when I'm doing readings one after another, I clap really loud. That breaks up just stagnant energy, gets rid of it, and it works really well. Also, Florida water. I buy Florida water and I put it in a spray bottle. Get it on Amazon. It works same thing as sage. Now I'm a shaman, so I make special water for like special cases, like the demonic or just negative energy that works really great. Scott, every mirror too could be a portal. You're right. I'm more concerned with the openings of the windows, but you're right, Scotty. Good. I'm glad Scotty brought that up. We should bring Scotty on. No. This is a good team. So, but I see everything. I feel like there's more money coming in for you too, like for the family. Career-wise, more money is coming in this year.
Okay, that's good.
It's going to be a more social year too, like for especially around the kids. I don't know if they're doing sports. I feel like I'm doing more around the kids. That brings me to a different. Go speak on. I'm loving it, Scotty. Oh, I can't wait. Just really good things happening for you.
Yeah,
but
Scotty's going to the Gettysburg Bash.
Oh my God! I wish you guys would go. It's so great. You would love the New Jersey Parade too. The Gettysburg Bash. Like when I say bash, it is so much fun. Daryl's
going to be speaking
there. Daryl's.
I was thinking about it.
Mustafa and Brandon Elvis is going to be there. Just a bunch of great people.
Do you want to continue? Cassie, do you have any questions?
I think I got everything for now that I could,
So real quick, that was amazing. You
It
blew
was
my
amazing.
mind. I was getting goosebumps.
She does that to me. She'll do that to you every single time. It's like right on point.
Like
Go
right
ahead,
off the bat, you're saying like he's singing, and I was like, my papa. Like it was like because he's like.
Well, you know what? Well, if you guys noticed while I was talking to you, I kept looking to the left because I kept hearing somebody. So I'm like, if my freaking neighbor's blasting music right now, because I'm the old lady on the block that will call the cops. No.
And just real quick for the listeners, like we did this drawing. We did this drawing yesterday, on purpose. Mm-hmm. Yeah. On purpose, so it didn't give a whole lot of time for anybody to be skeptical that like
absolutely. I totally Listen,
and
I am too lazy. I am the laziest person. I am not researching. I'm too lazy.
You're busy too.
I am so busy.
Yeah.
The moment I wake up. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
But no, it's okay.
I'm Italian. I talk too much.
Yeah, no, me too. That's why. Yeah. So Cassie and April have never met. This is the first time they've ever met was when we brought them on. Actually, maybe 2 seconds in the beginning in the backstage of the room. We said, hey, this is Cassie. Hi, April, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, you guys, that was amazing. And Cassie,
right off the bat.
Yeah, right off the rip. What did you think? Like, what's your
what's your impression?
I was like blown away just because like I said with my papa singing, like then when my cousin Ken thing, like that clicked, I'm like construction. I'm like, he's literally what got my husband into construction. So and he recently passed away last year. So it's just insane. Like that part was like blew me away. And then my sister Alex, and like she's my free spirited sister, and like the tattoos.
I love her.
It's just like it's so weird. And she's like just moved like to Toronto. So like it was just so many weird things. I was like, what?
I would love to hang everything.
I'm so happy you won it.
Fun.
Yeah, me too. I'm so happy that this is the way it turned out. It was great.
Real quick about the background between Cassie and I is Cassie's a paranormal investigator. Her team, and she entered the drawing, and her team is Weeping Paranormal.
Weeping Willow.
Weeping Willow. I keep messing that up. Weeping Willow Paranormal.
My favorite tree. I love the Weeping Willow.
That's my team, but I also have a dog named Willow too. So.
So I met Cassie at Para Experience last year in Tahoe, and she's actually going to be a talent for the next one in September in Virginia City. Mm-hmm. So we're both going to be there. So
wait, what's in Virginia City?
Para Experience. It's like a paranormal conference with a little twist. What makes it different is that the guests can investigate with the talent. So Patty Negree's is going to be there. She does a seance the last night of the event.
I'll be with Patty in November, so I know I'm going to be part of a seance. I don't know, Saturday. I forgot. I know.
Yeah, both of you guys are amazing, and and the unique thing about it is we're at a haunted location, and for Virginia City, I believe they're going to have like 6 different locations. And they're going to have people like us, teams from all over the U.S. that are going to be in these different locations, and you get to investigate with all of us. Like the big name paranormal group there is Haunted Side. They're big on YouTube.
You know what? I don't have time to follow anyone.
I know, right? But I'm going to be there. You know me. We're part of Paranormal.
I know you.
And you know Cassie.
Yeah, I just knew. Like I just started YouTube like last year. I just dove in.
Good job.
Head first. So
hey, Cassie, go ahead and plug your stuff. Tell people where people can find you.
So I'm just on Instagram and on YouTube for Weeping Willow Paranormal. So it's me and my friend Reese. We actually met in school. She's also studying to be a massage therapist. And then my husband, he is going to start doing our camera work. So me and Reese will be out front more in the camera. So yeah. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So we're pretty excited.
I'm so proud of all of you.
We're gonna have to go visit Cassie in Ontario.
There's so many places. I just kind of on my channel, I've been doing a lot of battlegrounds lately. So and today I just investigated. I was like doubting the experience. I was like, is it even haunted? And then the very end, like the paratunes went off. Some weird things happened, but I'm like, I still have to review footage. But
yeah.
So and that was
awesome.
That's a pain in the butt part is reviewing. I still have so much recordings on my recorder for EVPs. I don't have time for that.
Right?
And I want to, and I probably have great evidence. And EVPs are my favorite. That's my absolute favorite.
Yeah.
But I do love the Gansfield Estes, that
Mhm.
experiment. Kindred Spirit really brought that to light. But I mean, we've been doing that for years. When I first started doing this, that is
Yeah.
my favorite. We did
We
that.
got a twist on it. You'll see.
Oh my God, I can't
We'll
wait.
show it to you live when you come.
Yeah, absolutely. I can't
Cassie, you
wait.
should come too. You should come down to
Yeah,
South
you know
Florida.
what? We'll
Eventually.
we'll plan something.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
come on down. Open invite. We got plenty of locations that
We can always
that we
plan
hold
something.
events at, and we have access to. So
Yeah, I want to do I love poltergeist activity, but you know what too? I'll tell you, a lot of I've done I do residentials, and I do a lot of them. What I find is, like, they'll call me and I'll know right away that the activity is actually coming from one of the family members. It's a real thing, you know.
Mhm.
It
like
really
a
is.
poltergeist style, like the
Exactly.
person itself is creating,
And
the
they're
energy.
creating the shadow figures from the negative energy in the home, from the fighting. Do you know what I'm saying? Which is caused usually by spirit, but which will also, when you have that type of activity that's caused by one of the people in the home, will attract spirits. So
That's true, right?
Yeah.
it does. So it's an open invitation for a haunting.
Yeah, definitely. All right.
So
So
this is great. Oh
April,
my God.
this
I
was
swear to God, I can go all night with
this
you
was
guys.
Exactly,
awesome.
right?
You
Yeah, we'll
really
keep
blew
going.
my mind. I mean,
Yeah,
that
he
was
blew
that was
everyone's
amazing.
mind.
I really would like to get you out in investigation with us. I think that would be
Absolutely.
so
I
awesome.
would love it. I love investigating. It's like my
She's the
favorite.
best.
It's like it's my downtime where, you know what, there's no pressure. Like, you know, really, when I do my readings, you know, for work, it's a lot of pressure because I have that person in front of me, you know, that, you know, is expecting something from me, and I have to make them feel better. When I do the investigations, it's like free for all. I'm relaxed, you know, and you can just
Yeah,
hang out.
exactly.
Well, yeah, we'll meet up and have some mojitos. You bring Britt.
Yes. Oh,
and
definitely,
we'll-
definitely, Brett.
yeah,
Definitely, Brett.
and yeah, we'll throw it down and get some
Talk to some
ghosties.
ghosts.
Yeah, you got to get Brett on here.
Yeah, I'll
Sure.
ask her
You're
for
so
sure.
freaking interesting. Like, she's into everything.
We can swap. I mean, I will bring her here and then I'll go on her show.
Yeah, absolutely.
Or maybe you and I go on her show.
Yes.
But
Let's do that.
yeah, for sure. Well, April, thank you so much.
Thank
I'm
you,
glad I
guys.
finally
I know, Eric. We've been friends for so
I
long.
know. Finally, we're talking face to face, but we're
Yeah.
still not like in front of each other physically.
Yeah,
But
but we will be. We will be.
yeah, you're gonna get a big hug from me, by the way.
I can't wait. Yes, Britt. Yes, I love Britt.
Yeah, she's gonna come. And Cassie, thank you for being a contestant in our
Yes,
drawing
thank
and for
you,
and for
Cassie.
winning.
Welcome. This
You're
is so
awesome.
good.
Yeah, this was amazing. So I just want to let people know that we're going to be having a few more star guests the next couple of weeks. Next week we're having Susan Slaughter from
I
Paranormal
love
Caught on
Susan
Camera.
Slaughter.
And
She's
we're actually
amazing.
investigating with her at the Deering Estate in Miami on
Look at you,
Wednesday.
my superstars.
No, Wednesday.
And
yeah.
And the Deering Estate's like one of these most haunted locations in Miami. And that's where she like pretty much started like investigating like with a paranormal team. So
Really?
yeah, so she's gonna
I think
be on
we
our
should
show.
At the clubs in Miami.
Oh yeah, we'll take you some haunted clubs. We can take you places where Al Capone's been too.
Yes. Oh my God. I love
definitely.
mob stuff.
Yep.
And then on the 25th, we have Daryl Marston. He's going
Your
to join
buddy.
us.
Who's that? Bearded Wonder Ghost Hunter?
I know. I have beard envy. I ain't gonna lie.
Daryl's such a
And
good
Mike's
guy.
got a pretty damn good beard too.
Yeah, he's got me
Listen,
beat.
Mike,
He's
you got a
got me
great
beat.
beard.
Thank you. Appreciate
I
it.
don't want to say it's better than Daryl's, but
No,
it's not
he's
here.
got me beat. He's got me beat.
Hey, when I met you, I didn't have a beard, so I had to grow one too. To fit in.
Oh, little baby face Eric.
So yeah, thank you guys. Also want to thank all of our fans that are watching and that are
I know,
engaging.
fan
You guys are
base.
incredible. Like the more we get more engagement, like
Yeah,
the further we go along.
you guys are
So,
awesome. We totally appreciate your support,
yeah.
and
and our team. We're Party Paranormal.
absolutely.
You got a great team, badass team.
Thanks.
So real quick, we're just gonna run around, and I'm just gonna everybody will kind of tell us where they can find you on social
let's
media.
bring Tim. We forgot about that.
Oh my God,
Can't forget
Tim!
about Tim.
Tim, I love Tim.
Oh, thank you. You were great. Cassie, thank you. Thank you, April,
problem.
Cassie.
Thank you.
See,
Pat.
April, now you have to come because then you'll get to meet Tim.
Oh yeah, Tim's my crush. Don't tell your wife. Don't tell my husband.
Oh, sorry.
So curse you, but you're a shaman.
Keep tuning in for the videos.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, cool. So Tim, where can they find you on social media and find your book and all that fun stuff?
I always forget ghostly experiences. My bad. I'm at longhairghosthunter.com. Yes, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. Of course, War Party Paranormal. Book, Ghost Hunting Getting Started. It's on Amazon. It's only $6. No pictures, but $6.
No pictures.
I don't know if I
I'm
can understand
blonde.
it without
I
pictures.
like pictures.
Yeah, but that's why it's $6 and not $36.
I'm gonna get that.
Awesome, Tim. Everybody loves the
They'll
tips.
send you one.
You're killing it.
I want an autograph.
Yeah. Let me know.
Cassie. Oh, sorry, Tim. Go ahead.
One last thing real quick. Tim, tell the people when our next paranormal boot camp is for the South Florida people that are watching.
It's 2 weeks, New River Inn. We do a hour-long lecture, then we go right into an investigation.
Oh,
We call it Learn It, Then Do It. So, yeah, we always have fun with it.
Oh
It's
my
awesome.
God.
He's having a great turnout. You get to get some tips from Tim, learn some of the equipment, and then go on an investigation with the team. So it's
we break out all.
Can I ask Tim something? What is
Sure.
the best spirit box used for the Gansfield experiment?
They like, I like the SB7. They use it, and it
We
works
use
well.
SB7.
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, we have a new portal that we've been playing with, Devin's box. That's just
that's really cool.
kicking butt. We love it.
Box?
Tim's got a lot of geeky toys.
Listen,
Yeah.
I love the toys too. I really do. I really love the science behind it.
Yeah, I break out all the toys. We go through all the toys briefly. Everything from the
People
Boo
get
Buddy.
to see all the equipment that you see on TV, and then they'll see stuff that they've never seen before. So that's really cool.
We get a lot of stuff to test and things like that. So we break out a lot of stuff that people never seen.
Oh, I love it. Then I definitely gotta make it. April 23rd, I'm gonna be at the UFO Paranormal Museum.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's
nice.
monthly. We do it every month at New River Inn. So
Yeah, I am definitely gonna make it out there because I want to see you guys definitely. And Britt.
Yeah, bring Britt down. We'll have a good time. We have access
all
to
the toys.
all the historic places down here.
Yeah,
we have
historic and haunted. We're getting a new one, a firehouse in downtown Fort Lauderdale too.
It was actually shut down because it was haunted. It was a live fire station.
Yeah,
and some guy died in the bay, and the guys couldn't sleep there anymore, so they turned it into a museum.
That sounds horrible, but I love it. I love it.
And
Cassie, where can they find you on social media?
So on YouTube and Instagram is Weeping Willow Paranormal.
Awesome. And I guess I'll go. You can find me on all the different types of social media, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. I have a website. That's the easiest way to find my other links. It's flaparanormalresearcher.com. And it links you off to my YouTube channel and all those different things. Definitely check it out, and I'd appreciate it. And obviously, you can find us and upcoming events at www.warpartyparanormal.com.
I love that name.
And April, look what Britt's saying about the Skunk Ape headquarters I was telling you about.
Oh yeah, definitely. I definitely want to come see my girl. I love her so much.
Well, you're going to be the grand finale, so I'm going to introduce my where people can find me, and April's going to be the grand finale of the show. And I'm Eric. I'm Eric, Ghost Hunter of South Florida, and my personal stuff you can find me Ghost Hunter South Florida on IG, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok. And I'm the team leader of War Party Paranormal Research. And you can find War Party in the house. You can find War Party on YouTube, Facebook. Well, of course, YouTube and Facebook because you're watching right now through it. And IG.
Awesome.
In
I
April.
think you guys need to make a calendar.
I know.
You should, right?
Eric
Like a fireman calendar.
Like cover yourself like with the equipment.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Tim sliding down the
We
pole.
make money.
Yeah.
We'll grease it up.
All right. And last, but obviously not least, April, what's your website or where can they find you?
Oh, well, you've been flashing all night, intuitiveapril.com, and I really appreciate that. Yeah, and I'm doing classes. So if you want to build up your psychic mediumship's ability, and this is the best way to learn. This is how I did it, because I was out of the loop for a while when I had my daughter. So I did the circles, and this works the best. And with me, there's no hokey BS. With the, when Saturn's in the 12th house, all that. No, I hate that. There's no love and light. You don't have to be love and light to be psychic.
Look what Scotty said about the calendar.
Tim wearing the Devin socks.
I don't give him any ideas.
I'll have to get like the Borat bathing suit.
Don't worry, Scotty. You're going to be on there too.
Tim's going to wear a giant Devin box.
Oh, my hair don't get. Yeah. Hope my hair don't get tangled. I don't have no facial hair.
Well, you can put it up in a high ponytail. Put it in a bun.
Little pigtails.
Pigtails.
Yeah, pigtails.
It must flow.
That might be his next tip of the week intro. He'll come out with
definitely
pigtails on.
Let it flow.
Hey, April, I for sure, like when you come down and you come with Britt and we investigate together, we got to do a show for that.
Oh,
and
absolutely.
And then I'll do videos of the evidence we captured.
Yes.
And we'll share it on the show.
I'm definitely coming down because we've been talking about this so much. I'm like, I have to.
Yeah, for sure.
And I have to see you. It's been so many years. All right. But thank you so much for having me.
Thank
you for coming.
I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you, Cassie, for being our
Thank
winner.
you, Cassie. Thank you very much.
Thanks.
And again, thank you to all the listeners and viewers, and we really appreciate you. And we'll see you again next Monday. Thank you, guys.
9 p.m. Eastern.